largely lifeblood of this process. Without people, you cannot run any of your organizations anywhere in the world. In fact, financial planning is something which is needed for everyone. Whether you are looking at yourself, you're looking at your family, you're looking at, say, a temple or a factory or, say, a large multinational corporation, you need financial planners there. Interestingly, if you look at the top 500 Fortune 500 global organizations who have been doing really well, nowadays, they make lesser money from their core business, but more money from their investment income. And this is being taken care of by the good financial planner professionals who are working for them. So I think I'll stop here. We'll discuss more when we have the questions coming in. However, just to set the context, yes, we are here today to celebrate a very, very important occasion. And Rishi, just wanted to share that tomorrow, probably, as we celebrate the value of Holi, right, we will have a public holiday on the World Financial Planning Day also in India, maybe in 2047 Viksit Bharat. Thank you. Yeah.
Thank you. Yeah. Yeah. So just also, Rishi, how long do we have? And can I get to know a little bit about our audience, that who are we addressing? And so we can custom our talk to add value to them.
So, sir, it's a mix of audience. So, some aspiring financial planners and some who are already a financial planner.
Okay, superb. So, hi guys, it's great to be here. And today on the World Financial Planning Day, the week actually, and this is my day is today, Friday. So I'm wearing the color red because red is the color of prosperity. And I believe that, today, our talk today should help bring prosperity into all your lives. And that's the focus is going to be focus of my talk today. I'm going to assume that some of you are financial planners, some of you are aspiring financial planners, and some of you are just attendees or people, prospects of financial planning who want to use financial planning to make their lives better. Okay, so let me tell you a little bit about financial planning, how it started. Like when we play cricket, if I am a very good cricketer, I may know something, I may not know something. Rishi, can I ask you to pin me, because I think they have pinned Kanaya. I don't know whether people can see our faces or not.
Yes, sir, you are visible.
You're visible,
okay,
loud and clear and visible, sir.
Okay, superb. Okay, so, as we say, like when we play cricket, there are a lot of people with a lot of talent, and they start with playing cricket, but they only learn what they come across. Yes or no? So if they are playing in India and they are playing against spinners, they become very good in playing spin. Maybe their friends are all off spinners, and that's the culture. And they are very good against off spin, or they're very good against pace. They are very good against different types of bowling. And then when you go abroad, you're playing in an international match, you come across people who are doing leg spin, and you may not have seen that again, or you may not have seen a very unique bowling style. So this is what happens in life, and this is what financial planning profession is about, is that when earlier, most of the investment advisors, there were some very good ones, and they had learned from what they had come across. So their knowledge was good, but it was not complete. And that's when we decided that let's build this financial planning profession in India. We went all over the world to see how others are doing it. And then we came across the CFP certification in US. And what they had done is that they had said, okay, let us understand what 100 different financial planners are doing. What are the various things they are coming across? Like I may have never come across estate planning, where there is a financial planner who's doing tax planning. There's a financial planner who's doing investment planning. There's a financial planner who's doing goal planning. There's a financial planner who's doing insurance planning. So they went to these 100 people and they asked them that, how do you spend your days? What are the unique things that you have come across? And how can we train people in that? All this was collated, put together, and made into the CFP certification. And when we came to, when we, were looking at the curriculum, we realized that US is very different from India. And the US curriculum wasn't truly actually cutting edge, let me say. The cutting edge curriculum at that time was Australia, because the Australian government had invested a lot of money in developing the curriculum along with the Financial Planning Association there. And they were probably had the best curriculum, and even the US was looking up to Australia. So we talked to the Australian body, we tied up with them, and we brought their curriculum to India. But then when we brought it to India, we realized India is an island. India in financial world, we are an island. We are not operating in the global economy. We are very closed, we are very centered, we are very protected. Okay, so we are living in an island, and we had to customize this. So we took 60 financial planners, wealth managers. We asked them, what all do you need? What all do you do? Then we interviewed about 200 of the clients. What are the various things that your financial planner doesn't talk to you about, or your wealth manager doesn't talk to you about? And together we helped create a financial planning certification for India, which had almost everything that a person may require to know throughout his life. Now people ask me, okay, this financial planning certification is amazing. At the end of the day, who is it for? Is it only for financial planning professionals? No. Today I believe this is a core life skill. And I tell this to Krishan also, that this needs to be taught in all schools and colleges to every person. Even if I don't want to become a financial planner, but I want to be wealthy, I want to be rich. Okay? So there is a huge difference between having money and being rich. And do you know what that is? Having money is having money in your pocket. Being rich is having money in your pocket, which will last you the rest of your life. So what do you want to be? Do you want to have money, or do you want to be rich? Guys, so the financial planning is about helping you become rich so that you can live the lifestyle you choose to live for the rest of your life. You consciously know कि मुझे कितना पैसा चाहिए, how much do I need, when do I need, how much do I need to work, do I have enough that I can, choose to do what I want, or I still need to earn more to live my goals and dreams. And this is done in a very scientific method, through calculators, through this thing. So guys, point is that financial planning is for all. So everyone on this call, I would love for you to do the CFP certification, at least level 1 and 2, so that you can make yourself rich, you can live a better life. And for those who want to build a career in giving advice, then this is a beautiful certification, because this helps you be better than the people who don't know everything. But yes, on day one, will you be better off than others? No. Why? Why would you be better off? Because you have theoretical knowledge. Other person may have practical knowledge. But yes, when you have theoretical knowledge and you combine it with practical knowledge, that's where you become unbeatable. Okay. So you may be a very talented batsman. But the moment you know all the theories, all the technical stuff, you have an analyst, somebody's showing you the statistics, somebody's showing you how your competitors, when you have the data, as it is called, you become better. So eventually in 5 years, the person who's done the CFP certification of financial planning will do much better than a person who has not. And by 15 years, this guy will be at least 3-4 levels above. And that's what you want. Today we look at the people who had started in this financial planning profession 10-15 years ago. Most of them were our students at International College of Financial Planning. Today they're all regional heads. Some of them are country heads, and some of them have recently become CEOs. But yes, they didn't become CEO on day one. It took them that 10-15 years of experience to reach this level. So when people say, are financial planners making a difference? Yes, they are. Because today they are reaching a level where they are making a difference, where there are few of them who have reached a CEO. Okay? So you are, and most of us, the visibility is only to a CEO. Okay? So now, but in the next 5 to 10 years, you will see many more financial planners up there on the top. But what it has also done, it has made our industry more ethical. Because financial planning also teaches you the responsibility that, look, you are responsible for a life of a person if you do a good job. So it brings in, almost instills in the feeling of being a good doctor. Let me say not be doctor, because all doctors are not the same. I'm saying a good financial planner, a good doctor who's ethical and honest. Okay? We at Bajaj Capital also are now imbibing financial planning more and more. It's not easy because most of us don't even have the data. A lot of people want a financial plan made, but they don't know where their investments are, what are they doing, where are their documents lying, what should they be doing. So to collate that takes a long time. And for us to get the person to chase him to do it for himself also becomes very difficult. So it is quite expensive, this process of doing financial planning. And that's one of the next steps that we want to do, Krishan, is that we want to teach people to do their own financial plan. Okay? So this is because, at the end of the day, to make our financial planners professional more productive, the person needs to have a basic knowledge to be able to get a financial plan made through a financial planner. So we believe that's a huge missing link that we need to fill up. And once you know how to make your own financial plan and you have a good planner to assist you with that, you can make a plan and you can be on track, because today there is a ninth wonder of the world. Eighth wonder of the world is called compounding. Ninth wonder of the world, which we are living in today, is called data and data analytics. Understanding this data puts you in an incredible place. Okay? So guys, today, as we go along this talk will help you become richer as an individual, as a professional, or even as a prospect who wants to build a career. So that's going to be the whole purpose. I know Krishan is doing some amazing work on tie-ups like, for the CFP certification. Krishan, why don't you tell us a bit more about that?
Sure. Thank you so much, Sanjiv sir. I think when I joined here, I felt that, okay, if I have a good stamina, I can run a race, maybe 100 meters, 200 meters, 400 meters, 800 meters. However, my race was longer. It was more like a marathon race wherein I needed more partners to take me to the next level. And with that objective, what we said is that, okay, let's have some very good stakeholders who can partner with us and help us in terms of ensuring that we are able to give a fruitful, I would say, a direction to the CFP professionals when it comes to their careers, when it comes to pursuing the qualification at a different level. So with this point in mind, we decided to tie up with the best of the institutions. In fact, we got the first regulator on board, which is known as the International Financial Services Centers Authority, based out of Gandhinagar Gift City. So we are partners with them to provide a steady set of CFP professionals to ensure that they get the right people, the right talent to work in the gift city going forward. So we are working very closely with them. And our job is obviously to help them attract the right talent, help them retain the talent, and also help them reskill or upskill the talent for the future. So that's something which we are working on along with the regulator. Along with this, we tied up with some of the good business schools like the Indian Institute of Management, Ahmedabad, Indian Institute of Management, Bangalore, Lucknow, Indian Institute of Foreign Trade, KJ Somaiya Institute of Management Studies in Mumbai. So the top institutions are working with us to offer the qualification, which is known as either a postgraduate diploma in management or an executive postgraduate program in management in association with FPSB India, wherein the students will have an opportunity to get a joint certification. So a PGDM from this institution along with a CFP certificate. What we wanted is to obviously create a new set of professionals for the market who are not only just advisors, but are consultants to their clients. And that's the change which is coming up in the financial planning profession. As you rightly mentioned that in the last 20, 25 years, people have actually started focusing more on the ethical activities. And the code of conduct and ethics plays a major role when it comes to a profession like ours. So with that objective in mind, we said that, okay, we would like to focus on getting the best of the people who can also join hands with the other CFP professionals who are coming in the market, because the demand is very, very high. and supply is less. That's the current situation that we are going through. And what we felt is that with these partners in place, we'll be able to provide a new set of professionals to the market. We are also tied up with some of the large corporates, which includes the likes of Motilal Oswal, HDFC, AMC, Mirae Assets, etc. Some of the banks are also coming on board with us. Our job here is again threefold. One is obviously to help them get the right set of professionals who can work for them because they need CFP professionals for their organizations. Second is to obviously upskill or reskill their employees who are already there with them. And the third thing is mutual advocacy. And in fact, Bajaj Capital and Bajaj Capital Insurance Broking is also one of our very important partners, wherein you have already started supporting your employees in terms of getting reskilled and upskilled through the CFP certification. And I think you have been doing that for the last so many years. It is just I think, a tag which has been given to you as an authorized corporate partner of FPSB India. We have also come up with some of the initiatives wherein we are trying to work with the other regulators, including the Pension Fund Regulatory Development Authority, the Insurance Regulatory, and we are now tied up with National Institute of Securities Markets, the NISM, part of SEBI, to support the students in terms of getting the best of the certifications. And also, we are, for the first time, we are coming up with a PG program in financial planning along with NISM very soon. The same would be announced in a few days from now. So these are certain initiatives that we have taken, but this is something which is just towards a roadmap for ensuring that we are able to provide the right set of people to the market. Because Sanjiv ji, the challenge that we are facing right now is that more jobs are there in the market, people are not there. And that ability still remains a concern. A certification like us, as you have rightly mentioned, gives people a life skill to not only manage the financial life of their clients, but also their own, which is really very important because when we talk about sustainability, we have to ensure that each and every individual of this country becomes sustainable for their future. And with that objective, we are working because we might be educated. The challenge is that in Bharat, we are not financially educated. And I think it is really very important because people say that I'm a PhD, I'm an MBA, I might be whatever, engineer, doctor, but then we are not financially educated. And the reason obviously is that we have not taught these subjects during the school days or college days or maybe in post-graduation, MBA, etc. Wherever we are, we have not learned any of these areas. And these are obviously part of our life. Very, very important. And I think time has come wherein we start taking it to the institutions. And Sanjiv ji, as assured you last time, we are already working with some of the large stakeholders who will be helping us in terms of getting into the higher education institutions, as well as the school boards for the future.
Yeah, thank you, Krishan. And
Thank you.
also, Rishi, we have with us, before I hand over to you, let me congratulate Madhu for winning the Educator of the Year award. It actually should be a lifetime achievement award because she's been one of the best CFP educators for the last 15 years and has imbibed that, lived that, and and being very humble, simple, yet very, very clear and crisp. And whoever has heard Madhu has always appreciated that she comes across as a Rahul Dravid, let me say, very quiet and underrated, but she finishes with a bang and she delivers amazing result. So Madhu, handing it over to you to tell a little bit about this financial planning journey and what is it all about.
Thank you so much, Sanjeev, for your wishes. Hello, everyone. So, when I would talk about myself, I was working with UTI Mutual Fund in 2003. I left my job. At that time, I have heard that Bajaj Capital, they have had a seminar in our institute. They spoke about financial planning at that time. It was a very new thing at that time to, understand it actually. What is financial planning? Then in 2003, I left my job in UTI Mutual Fund and I joined this course from International College of Financial Planning. So I was a student of ICFP. And while I was studying it, I understood the importance that this is the subject which should be known to everybody. So I made an effort to write a book so that I can help students who want to learn, as a layman who wants to learn financial planning. They should be able to understand the simple things, simple logic, simple calculation, so that they are also able to do their financial planning themselves. So financial planning is a subject, is an area which should be known to everybody. Everybody who is earning money should know how to invest money, how to grow the money. What we do normally, we get income, we start spending money, and then whatever is left, we spend. It should be actually this way, that whatever we earn, we should make a budget, we should invest first, and then we should spend. The spending should be always with wisdom. Whatever amount of money you are having, large amount, small amount, but you should always think of spending money, whether it is desired, whether it's required for me or not. So you have to always differentiate between important and not important. So I understood over a period of time the importance of asset allocation, how much should be in equity, how much should be in fixed income. Normally, people in India, because of lack of knowledge, they invest money into bank FDs, post office savings deposit, which gives 7 to 8% return. And then after meeting inflation, after paying taxes, the return comes to almost zero or minus. So if somebody has to win a match, it has to be not 1 and 2, it has to be 4s and 6s. So these 4s and 6s are your equity and mutual funds, right? So 1 and 2 will not enable you to win the match. You can play safely, but then it will be always safe. For winning, you require the knowledge of financial planning. Everybody who is earning money or who is thinking of starting a job should definitely learn about financial planning. They should know about financial planning, because everybody has to meet their various financial goals, which come in different stages of their life, and they should know how to save for each and every goal separately. Thank you, everyone.
Thank you, Madhu ma'am. Thank you. So, I'm getting a lot of questions from the audience. So I have one question each, which I also wanted to ask from Krishan and Sanjiv sir. So if you would be kind enough to answer them. Krishan sir, my first question is to you. How is the FPSB India ensuring that the CFP certification adapts to the changing demands of the financial industry and continues to add value for aspirants or people who are in the journey of becoming CFPs?
Thank you so much, Rishi, and fantastic question. I would like to congratulate the person who ever asked this. Yes, I think being relevant is really very important, because we are supposed to go out in the market and keep on working towards the benefit of our clients. So what we do is that we definitely keep on upgrading and updating our content on a regular basis when it comes to regulations and compliances, because they keep on changing on a regular basis. In addition to that, what we do is that we try to bring in the new components which are upcoming in the market, including the technological changes. In fact, if you look at the continued professional development program that we have, the CPDs, right? And under the CPDs, we have got various courses which are going to add value to you. In fact, recently we introduced a very important course, which is towards green finance for the CFP professionals, that how do they ensure that ESG and other compliances are being followed properly, and how do they actually help their clients in terms of ensuring that they are responsible towards their investing. So that's something which has already come up, and it's part of our CPD offering. In addition to that, whenever a new thing happens, including the technology-related changes, other activities, for that we have got webinars that we organize on a monthly basis. In fact, we have recently introduced a new series of webinars wherein we talk about the journey of a CEO from pockets to portfolio. And this happens every alternate month, wherein a CEO comes and he talks about his or her own journey towards their own portfolios. Particularly our journal, which used to come approximately half-yearly previously, now it has moved to quarterly now. So every quarter you receive the journal, and the journal also gives you a lot of information about what's happening around the world, and it keeps you updated. In addition to that, we come up with a newsletter, which is on a monthly basis, wherein whatever is happening around the world, including whatever is happening with FPSB India, that information is also being shared with everyone. So these are a couple of initiatives that we have taken. In addition to that, we are doing at least one event every quarter. And in those events, we are inviting the top regulators, institutions, and partners to come and speak to our students, to our professionals, and give them information about what's happening. In fact, recently on Friday itself, last week, we did an event at Gift City along with the regulator, International Financial Services Centers Authority, wherein Madam Madhusana won the CFP Educator of the Year award. And I think we could celebrate the success of the new CFP certificates to there, because it was a convocation or a new certificate ceremony that we also did, wherein the regulator awarded them with their certificates. And the regulator shared a lot of information about how they can actually look forward to gift as an opportunity for themselves. So this is just a small glimpse of what we did recently. In fact, last July, we did an event along with IIM Bangalore, wherein we tried to help people know more about how to actually go ahead and set up their own CFP practice. So that's something which we did. And we also announced about a new thing recently. We are bringing psychology in practice as a additional, I would say, course for the CFP professionals as well as the students. So this is something which they can stay tuned to, and they will have a lot of information about this new program, which would be coming up probably by the month of December.
Thank you. Thank you, Krishan, for your response. Just to add it here, Krishan, that along with Madhu ma'am, two of our alumni also won the the CFP Entrepreneurs of the Year women, Renu Maheshwari and Dilshad Bilimuri.
Dilshad Bilimuri, that's right.
Very, yes. So they all are alumni. In fact, most of the alumni in India are ICFPNs only. In fact, just to share it. My next question goes to Sanjiv sir. Yeah.
You have to be the number one. It's been 22 years for you already, Rishi. Yeah. Yeah.
Yes. So my next question is for Sanjiv sir, and this comes from someone who I know very well, but she wanted me to ask this to sir, so it's here, sir, for you. So under your observation, how do you feel the Indian financial client has evolved in their approach to financial planning, especially with the increasing emphasis of digital solutions and personalized advisory services?
Okay, just repeat that, Krishan, Rishi, please. Just repeat that a little bit.
Yes. So the question is, sir, that in your understanding, how has the Indian client evolved in their approach or in their understanding of financial planning, especially in the increasing emphasis of digital solution, personalized advisory services?
Yeah. So see, a lot of people don't know what they want, and this is the harsh truth of life. Even if I ask you that what do you want, or okay, guys, let's write down that what do you want, what do we want. Okay, and that's one of the major things, is because we don't take bother. We are not very clear with what we want. And if I take a lot of these motivational and management gurus who are out there, what do? They just help you, make you understand what you want in life. So, when we talk about clients, we talk about a lot of people who truly don't know what they want. Do they want to spend? Do they want to travel? Do they want to save for the future? Do they want you to live today? Do they want to have a better tomorrow? They don't know what they want. Yes, they want a little bit of everything. And that thing changes every day. But it's like going to a destination. When we teach financial planning, we say that if I want to go to Bombay, I need to first decide I need to go to Bombay, then only I'll reach Bombay. If I start walking and I hope I reach Bombay and I don't know where I'm going, then it's a complete fluke. Maybe 1 in a million person will reach the right destination, but most of us won't. And this is where behavior finance comes into play, where if you look at it, that if you remain in the stock market for 10 years, 100% of the people who stayed in the market will make money. Whereas in actuality, only 10% of the people make money because they don't stay for 10 years. Okay, that has changed now. And now the latest figure says that more than 40% of the people will make money because they have learned the concept of behavior finance, that, okay, don't get perturbed by highs and lows and just remain invested. Now, this is how financial planning, and this is a concept which comes from financial planning, and this is how it is changing your life. This is how it is playing a role into your life. So, guys, it is very, very important. Like when the client is evolving, so there are today a lot of people who know about financial planning and they want to get financial planning done because it will help them lead a better life. I come across so many people. There's a person, a friend of mine, I met him. He says, Sanjeev, I have 5 crores, which is my retirement corpus. I will not be able to lead the life that I want to live. I said, okay, what's your life that you want to live? He says, I need at least 4 lakh rupees per month. And today, my corpus can't get me a 10% interest. So I will not be able to get that 50 lakhs. I will not be able to lead my this thing. So I just made him sit. I said, take a SWP calculator. Even if you estimate that the blue chip funds and you build a conservative portfolio, 10% return, and you take 4 lakh rupees out every month. It was to his surprise that at a 12%, 10%, he would have his corpus from 5 crores to 5.5 crores after 30 years. At 12%, this 5.5 crores would become 8 crores. And if the market delivers a 14% return, even if he takes out 6 lakh rupees every month, he will still have 10 crores to spare. So these are all financial numbers, and this is what financial planning teaches you. Financial planning, there are a lot of people who are doing CFA, doing ICFAI, who are doing company secretary, who are doing other courses. Let me tell you one thing, guys. Financial planning, CFP is one of the most amazing courses. It's a global certification, which is by far the cheapest. Even if you take the fees of training, the fees of paying to the CFP board, it's going to cost you only in the range of about 1.5 lakh rupees, which is very, very cheap for a global certification. And this certification is global. It will be recognized all over the world. Tomorrow, if you decide to go to US and say, I'm a CFP, you will get that respect. Okay, so point is that, yes, so it's a very, very cheap certification. But yes, for the ICFAI, a person, company secretary, you may not use it in your day-to-day life, but it will help you become a much more intelligent investor, much more, help you create wealth and maybe have very interesting conversations. And tomorrow, if you like this better, maybe you can take it up as a profession. But if you're a chartered accountant or if you're anything that is client facing, then this is a must-do certification for everybody. And the whole perception of clients is changing in India. People are looking towards financial planners. They are today appreciating advice because they are getting to understand. And this is one of the responsibilities on Krishan's shoulder, that his predecessor, what happened is that they ended up making so many education providers that there was no quality. So a lot of people had a very bad experience out there with these small fly-by-night education providers. And people, said that CFP certification is not good. But if you come to one of the top, now today they have started this thing of the top education providers, like ICFP has been around for 22 years. Today, everybody uses ICFP curriculum in some form or other in the whole industry. So point is that, there's a lot of depth of knowledge, good quality information is available. Clients are appreciating it. And this is a business where you become referable. Referable means when people talk to other people about you. So when they get a good financial planning done, then you become referable. I can see some people are talking about the calculations that I did, that how this works. So this is just an example, guys. But that one person has brought me 6 of his other friends. Okay, yeah, please do this for them also. Somebody has a 10 crore portfolio, somebody has a 18 crore, but it's not that they're going to give it to you on day one. That whole concept of building that trust building that confidence will take time. But yes, people are today appreciating, and we have to market financial planning more. And this is where, Krishan, we want you to be spending a lot of your time on talking to, see, CEOs and all is very good, but you need to be talking to those influencers out there who have millions of followers or lakhs of followers, to help people understand how they are people, good certified financial planning people, good advisors out there who can make a huge difference. And I was talking about this course. This was the first course to teach financial calculators. I remember when we wrote our books, nobody was importing financial calculators in India. And I had to tell my office to go and connect with KCO. And we had to get KCO to start importing financial calculators because they were not available here. And we had to guarantee them 2,000 pieces, 5,000 pieces, and that we will take them. But so it was financial calculator or Excel. So even today, data modeling is a huge part of a good CFP program, which is not a part of the curriculum. So if you are doing it from a fly-by-night operator, you'll never learn financial modeling. And without financial modeling, you'll never be a great CFP. So there's a lot of this thing. I hope I've been able to answer your question, Rishi. I know a very long answer, but I hope, I answered it well for people.
Absolutely. Absolutely bang on, sir, because you brought in those years of experience of handling the profession, firstly in India, and how it has evolved. And you've seen the journey of the certification, as well as how the Indian clients have matured and become more aware of financial awareness and financial planning. So my next question, I think it's now we are getting some questions from our students as well. So there's one student, Gopal. He's asking that in the era of AI and web tech, what's it like? I mean, is it going to be helping up for the CFP profession, or do we look at it as a competitor? So I would like the views of both Krishan sir and Sanjiv sir. So I think we're also short on time. Quick responses on that, and then I think we can take it from there.
Okay, so I can start, Rishi. And very good question in my view. AI is something which is obviously in front of us today, and it has become a part of our life. So one thing, it is for sure that yes, we have to live with it. It's part of our life practically, and we can't say that, okay, we would not like to look at AI. Why? Because now technology is impacting us day in, day out, right? And we have to embrace it and ensure that we learn it for our own benefits. However, some of the basic jobs which were mundane in nature will definitely move towards the technology or the AI. In fact, robo-advisory and well-tech kind of firms started coming in from 2011 onwards. However, robo-advisory did not impact us much. I would say that why it did not impact particularly was because we ultimately would like to take a decision based on emotions and a person connect, right? So when we connect with someone and we are able to get that kind of support, we are able to take better decisions. So decision making still remains with humans. It cannot go to the AI or the bots. Bots obviously can do our work easily, but what is needed is that emotional connect and that decision-making skill, which comes from us only, because anything which is artificial can never be smarter than the human mind. And that's my thought. And that's the reason I'm saying that, yes, we have a very good role to play. In fact, the jobs will evolve. Particularly the entrepreneurial opportunities will evolve with the advent of technology. That does not mean that we should start coding. If we start coding, then engineers will be jobless, right? And they'll start doing financial planning. So it's better we don't do coding. We focus on what we are supposed to do. And we have to ensure that, yes, we embrace it, use it for our benefit. Because tomorrow's future is that if somebody knows technology, he will be the requirement for the market. If somebody doesn't know or doesn't want to use it, then definitely they'll be out of the market.
Sanjeev, sir, your thoughts on this?
Yeah, so I think there's a lot of talk about Gen AI and other stuff. And, I personally love it, and I'm a great enthusiast of this. We at Bajaj Capital have built, we are building some financial planning models. We have built insurance advisory models where you just put in your insurance policy. It tells you how it is. But let me tell you one thing, other day I was doing this for a client of mine and I was showing to him, look, what an amazing thing we have built in. You just send your health insurance policy and it tells you how is your policy the best or can you take it a better? He says, Sanjeev, that's all fine, but I want somebody to look at it in person. Okay, so please, that's where financial planner comes in. Money is our most important assets, and there are different types of clients. My father used to tell me that there are 80% people who are good, who want to pay for advice, who want a good person to give them. 19% are the people who are DIY. But even sometime in their life, they can be this thing. And 1% doesn't even believe in God. So don't, and whenever we hear those examples, it is those 1% people who don't believe. If they don't believe, they don't believe. I believe that, selecting my client is very, very important. And that's what I tell my team, that our mission and Bajaj Capital, I've recently launched it on 1st of October. We have launched a new mission for our company, which is Sabka Bhala, or everyone's good. Okay, and that's what we want to do, that everyone who we meet, we want to change their life. And this is something we have done. Like most of my competitors, 90% of the competitors are created by ICFP. Okay, so today in Bajaj Capital, we compete against people who are good and most of them are ICFP students directly, indirectly. They know it, they don't know it. Okay, so, but today we are in a Mughal garden. Because, 15 years ago, we were in a kichad. Everybody was mis-selling. And, there used to be few kamal ke fools in between. There were few lotus flowers. Today, 80% of the people are actually giving good advice. They're helping people create money. That is why the assets under advice are growing like crazy. That is why the SIPs are growing like crazy, because good quality advice is out there. So today we have reached from a kichad to a Mughal garden, where yes, we have lot of other flowers, but we are in a beautiful place and there's beauty all around. So I'm very proud of that. So when people ask me, I was looking at a question by Prem. He's asking, how does CFP compete with fintech firms like Zerodha? We don't compete. Please understand, your customer, all you need is 100, 150 customers at max, or 50 customers who are willing to pay a premium for a good advisor. What does an advisor do for them? He helps them understand their goals. He helps them understand what they need to do to reach the goals. He helps them organize. He helps them make a will. He helps them make a trust. He helps them put everything together. He helps them keep it tracking. And Zerodha and all are execution platforms. So they are tools. Bajaj Capital is a tool you use to help your clients achieve those. So a lot of those financial planners work with Bajaj Capital as advisor network partners, because you don't want to go negotiate mutual fund fees. You don't want to insurance fees, other products. Companies like Zerodha, Bajaj Capital provide you these products and to you and your clients, and you can advise your clients and take a fee from them. So this is how it works. And there is Surendra Agarwala. He talks about that he's done a lot of NSE certifications. Very good. They are absolutely amazing, Surendra. Let me say that it's a great thing. The biggest heartbreak I have is people tell me, look, I want to do financial planning, but I have not bothered to learn about it. I've just read some articles on internet and I've done some very, very idhar-udhar ki baat. And let me tell you about this concept called Dunning-Kruger effect. Okay, this was a research done by some professors abroad. They say the lesser you know, more confident you are. Okay, a person goes into a gambling den. He has just read a couple of books, how to win roulette. He goes and wins a couple of games and he thinks, I can win anything, but he loses everything. And the more knowledgeable you are, more you understand there is risk out there. Okay, so point is, guys, so don't fall for this Dunning-Kruger effect. Do a proper, you have to do a course in financial investing, prosperity, fundamental analysis, technical analysis. So, and then use an advisor. So you can have intelligent conversation and nobody can take you for a ride or nobody can give you a wrong advice. So it is very, very important to do that. And Surendra, I will definitely recommend you to do a CFP certification. It will offer great value to you, and it will gives you an opportunity for a career in the future also.
Thank you, Sanjeev sir, for your lovely response on and your thoughts. Basically, I think it's a real win-win for us to be here. I have one question for Krishan. Krishan, just wanted to know from the board's point of view, what are the initiatives to see that, as you mentioned, that there are a lot of jobs, there is scarcity of CFPs. But at times, what happens is people are not, or maybe companies are not able to recognize the qualities which CFP is breaking. So, is the board also trying to help in the alignment in terms of the fitment and the alignment? I think something we were discussing at one point of time, but I want some more views for the audience today.
That's right, Rishi, and I think it's a again, a very pertinent question. See, what we did is that in the last 1 year, we started talking to some of the large employers in terms of ensuring that the job evolution happens for our people. So we have started updating the job descriptions for people at large in terms of what are the roles they're going to play. In fact, if you look at some of the organizations who have started posting their jobs on our portal, the eligibility criteria for them is CFP certification. So that's something which has already started happening. In fact, in the last 1 year, you might have seen the change in the salary. Salaries have grown by 5-fold. In fact, the current average for a CFP professional, if you check on Google through Salary Expert, etc., or pay scale, you'll find that it is touching somewhere around 14.5 lakhs, which is a tremendous change from what it used to be in the past and what is the current salary. And in fact, this is the only profession or the job which shows a growth of more than 28% in the coming 3 years' time. So this will grow further. And if I look at a 5-year horizon, then it has to be larger than that. The beauty of our certification is that it not only helps you to get into employment, but it also helps you to get into entrepreneurship or practice. And there are a good number of people who are practicing. Interestingly, people who are practicing are earning more than the people who are in jobs. However, the jobs are growing, the opportunities are growing. I can tell you that the Gift City in itself promises a large set of opportunities for people at large. Gift City would need more than 150,000 plus people in the next 5 years. And I know we will always have a scarcity. And I'm happy that we have a scarcity, because whenever there's a scarcity, we have more opportunities. And so this opportunity remains for people at large. And I can tell you that, yes, if people don't want to believe me, they can just go and type on Naukri and check the number of job opportunities which are there available for the CFP professionals. So the number of jobs are growing. The job descriptions are becoming better. The roles are becoming better. And our endeavor would be to keep on harping this point that, yes, CFP professionals are there for holistic advice. They're there for helping clients at large in terms of whatever life goals they have. And not only they will help them prepare that plan, but they will also help them execute that plan throughout their lives. So they will remain as a consultant for their future. Yeah.
Thanks, Krishan, for your response on this. So that, I think, brings in more clarity to people in direction as to what they're heading. They're going to get good jobs with good packages and be successful. First, be successful yourself and make your clients also successful, financially independent for sure. So thank you, I would say, to both our honorable guests today for the insightful responses. Guys, everybody here, it's so inspiring to see how our industry leaders like yourselves are not only adapting to the evolving needs of clients, Sanjeev sir particularly, but also setting the pace for the financial planning in India. Both of you, Krishan and Sanjeev sir, have been definitely doing very great jobs at your own, from your own perspectives. This really, I think the session today has been very productive. As far as I can see, it has provided valuable valuable guidance for everyone here today, and also as a direction for what the industry has to do and what the board has to do, because we all have to handhold together to take this profession to the next, to the not only the next, to the very, very next level. So we should be looking at some numbers like 10,000 on one of these days in one of the years in future, and then discussing what's the next. How do we really take the Indian financial advisors to our neighboring countries also? Indian financial planners should be the ones advising. I think this part of the Asia should be our core area of operations. So I look at it from that angle. And thank you, Krishan. Thank you, Sanjiv sir. Thank you, Madhu ma'am, for joining in. Again, cheers to your winning, and I hope we get it again the next year. So we'll work very, very hard at ICUFP to ensure that we get many more of these awards from the board. So thanks a lot, everybody. It was extremely, extremely good to see all of you at in the afternoon on Friday. And I would wish everybody, you enjoy your holidays from tomorrow, and we'll meet some other day with another topic. And definitely would like to see Sanjiv sir and Krishan Mishra on board once again with more thoughts and more strategies in place. So thank you, everybody, and you guys have a good day ahead. Bye.
Thank you so much, Rishi. Sanjeev sir. Thank you, Madhu ma'am, and thank you, everyone.
Yeah. Thank you, everyone. Bye.
Bye-bye.
Bye.